Welcome into DC On Screen episode 258. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
Today we're going to get super spoilery on Lucifer 208, Trip to Stabby Town. To recap, Azrael's blade has made its way to human hands. Some cursory investigation reveals that Charlotte is involved. After being confronted by Lucifer, she admits to unleashing the blade in an attempt to get God's attention so she could mourn with him about the death of Uriel. Azrael's blade, still at large, makes its way to another crime scene where it is finally seized by Detective Dan. Realizing who has the blade, Lucifer confronts him. Dan accuses him of ruining his marriage and stealing his pudding. The blade wants Dan to go to Stabby Town, but Dan somehow resists, which gives him a little bit of street cred from Lucifer. Linda is still way freaked out by the fact that she's done the dirty with Satan himself, but realizes he's just a troubled soul who needs the help of a competent therapist. Elsewhere, Ella takes a leap of faith and helps Lucy with the burial site investigation, which seems to make Chloe a little jealous. Not a great episode, but not a terrible episode.
No,
Lucifer.
The stuff with Azrael was pretty great. Dan's coming into his own as someone that I don't roundly dislike.
His delivery of because it was labeled,
yeah,
while holding that blade was phenomenal.
I gotta give him credit for taking a very dumb line very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, my marriage, my job, my snacks.
Yeah. That was all pretty good. And we finally have something interesting about him that doesn't just make him part of the procedural, is he did resist that blade pretty well.
So, I as we've said before, I like when the celestial storyline takes precedent, and it certainly did. It was the entire reason for the murders.
Yeah.
I like that Charlotte is behind it. I like that Amina Deal is on her side.
Yeah, it's good for now. There was a few good lines, as there always are. Favors are about faith. Please don't ruin favors for me. What else?
Oh, I specifically liked when Lucifer was trying to figure out he was telling the therapist about a sandwich that Chloe made him, and about how it must mean something. And he says, "What delicious message is she sending me?"
During that scene that we were talking about, I think that's where he says, "You're really going to smite me over a tub of sweetened goo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've broken my therapist. She's somewhat left of useless and to the right of babbling lunatic. Oh, she's you in a skirt.
Yeah. There's always at least a dozen really good lines in it. Actually, I'm going to give the title that may be my favorite episode of television, just title. The Trip to Stabby Town, just reading that made me laugh pretty hard. I don't know why. We do like saying stabby.
Yeah. Lucifer explains what Azrael's blade does, and the response is, "That's one angry-ass blade."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was good. Man.
Is it Lucifer who asks, or Chloe that asks, do people actually believe the word salad that you're selling?
That's good.
Ask it of the guru, I believe. By the way, something that made me laugh really early in the episode is, the therapist here she's still dealing with this shit. And he's in the office with her, and she's just staring at him, tapping her pen. Yeah. I've really loved how she's taken this so far, and asking him stuff like, "Is there like a tyrant wing in hell?" Stuff like that. Absolutely. Wouldn't you want to know just everything?
Sure.
And then nothing all at the same time. I think it'd have to be either or. Like, I don't want some information. I want to know everything or nothing at all.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, and one thing that I think made this episode a little bit different for me, and I think that I hope it's something they do more often, is, yes, it still had a procedure element, but the procedural element was part of the celestial story, which is perfect. I mean, actually using Azrael's blade, which is a huge part of the season so far, to get Chloe and Dan involved, fantastic.
Yeah,
that's what I want. That's what I want out of this thing.
See, I think they should start really upping the ante on supernatural crimes, like supernatural murders, and almost like how in Ghostbusters, and they start getting more and more calls. and soon like the city's just a hotbed for supernatural activity.
Right.
I think that should be where Lucifer goes.
That would be
the
cool.
Show continues.
That would be a lot of fun, actually. Just basically repurpose the show into Angel season 6.
Oh, shut the hell up!
Like,
oh my gosh,
it would work. You just make everybody PIs instead of this, and they start serving, exclusively solving supernatural stuff.
You don't have to sell me. I'm already sold, but they're not going to do that. Oh, that hurt to hear.
They're going to have a few seasons of this show. It's doing well. It might happen.
I just want to see Angel season 6.
Yeah. I'll take it in Lucifer 4.
Oof. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, stupidest thing in this episode, someone taking a selfie while the girl was getting stabbed violently in the background.
Yeah.
Like,
the sad part, though, it seems stupid, but I'll bet something close to it has happened.
Probably.
Oh,
probably.
Cool thing for Lucifer this episode. Really, it was. I mean, most of the cool came out of Dan. But the only place I've ever felt wanted or respected was here. Deal with it, mother. And while the blade's flickering in his hand, Ellis always gets in one good line, one good serious line usually per episode. Don't get me wrong, he has actually, when he gets to do serious work, he does a pretty good job with it. But there's usually something in there, especially between him and his mom, that I really really dig, and that was going to be at this one.
Mm-hmm. I liked hell wasn't home and heaven was hell.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah.
And Amina Deal's insistence, humanity and divinity don't mix. We shouldn't be here. I liked his delivery of that line.
Yeah.
Favorite thing probably in the episode is May stealing those Pop-Tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Win-win, saving him from whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Fatty, blah, blah, blah. Plus, Pop-Tarts.
That's good.
I
didn't really have a lot more though. We've done our basic Lucifer formula. We've said DB Woodside did a great job. We ran off a few lines that were pretty damn funny.
Mm-hmm.
And more than the past, I think I was happier with this episode as far as how it went about its business than I have been in a while. I mean, the Uriel episode was good because it was actually almost all celestial, infighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we both actually really enjoyed that one, right?
Yeah.
But this one, I don't think I enjoyed it as much. But it using, like I said, using the supernatural stuff as part of the crime solving aspect of the show was perfect.
Yeah. Again, they do this trick a lot. I don't care for it. I wish they'd stop because they do it so much that it's just very they do it for comedic value most of the time. But they had the guru, like the cult leader in there, and then like Lucifer's like, "What do you desire?" And he's, I don't know, whatever it was, chicken or candy or whatever the hell it was, the stupid thing it was. And it turns out he's got a huge gut. Mm-hmm. And I mean, come on, we knew it wasn't him, but
yeah.
Because I was like, where's the switch? Where's the comedic beat? And there we go. That's the punchline. Yeah. Let's move along.
And this show could feed a village with its red herrings. Really could. Oh, a quick fuck you to the show. You didn't have to you didn't have to write it in the script as Lucifer saying, "What do you really, really want?" Because I grew up at a odd time, so every time I hear someone say, "What do you really, really want?" I hear the Spice Girls.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Come on.
I was gonna try to. I had hoped you had not heard it, and
you were gonna spare
you from it.
I appreciate it, but no.
And then you brought it up, so
no. And to anyone that I just did that to, feel free to say fuck me as well. I perpetuated the disease, and I'm guilty.
So for the promo for next week, it looks like Maze tells Charlotte, "I know what you're doing. You're trying to take away Lucifer's home on Earth. It won't work." Mm-hmm. Mom saying, or Charlotte saying, or they're talking about her trying to kill Chloe, and then she says, "I will not leave a son behind." So yeah, looks like we're gonna get a lot more Celestial next week.
Cool. That would be fun. I imagine they're all PIs. She's still a bounty hunter.
Don't get my hopes up, man.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the best part. In my version of it, they would get to the bottom of what the difference is, like with Lucy and Chloe, why he's weak when he's around her. Mm-hmm. And she would have to be exported to another city. A sister city, mind you. Like maybe San Diego or something. But she would have to go away so that he could be, super powerful demon fighting guy. Because can't have her around making him vulnerable. So she would just be on like once every few episodes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. You've gotten me invested.
I know. I'll I'll keep Dan involved at this point. He'd make a great sidekick.
Oh man, he's number one candidate for Wesley territory
Right now. Yeah.
Give him a beard, let him run around with a sword that comes out of his sleeve.
Yeah,
That's just what I want from everybody.
Him with the sword of Azrael.
Oh shit, dude! Wiping mofo's from existence.
Turns out he's the only human who can resist it, but still wield it. Yeah.
Shut the hell up, dude! I want that now so bad.
Oh yeah. You know this Ella girl would end up being Fred, right?
Oh no, man! There's a hole in the world. Seems like we should have known.
Oh yeah.
I got chills, man. I got goosebumps.
I want that show.
I do too.
It's okay. We got good things ahead of us. We're heading towards Supergirl, man.
Yeah. All right. We are DC on Screen, arguably Angel on Screen.
Yeah.
You can find every episode of DC on Screen on DCOnScreen.com. We are on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play as well. We are going to be coming right back with Supergirl 206 changing. Until next time, guys, keep some DC on your screen.